Hey you guys, how's it going? So, I'm gonna talk about how the modules which I'm creating are gonna connect with each other, and that is basically different from how we usually do in normally the rigs we do. So, the main purpose of this is to keep the connections between the modules clean and and like mm, easier to find how the modules are getting connected. So basically, if a connection is going, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Just make it a little bit big. Let's start by creating a shape. Maybe how do I create a shape in this? Oh no, that's a note, not a shape. Okay, let's try with this just. So basically, this is yeah, this is my main module, for example. Let's write main module. Okay, and let me just bring it in here. So I'm writing on my tablet and just start again. Maybe reduce the size to 2. So for example, this is my main module. Okay, this is the main module, or the first module which I'm using. Then let's create one more. Sorry, should be one stroke to make it a square. All right, this is my second module. So here, to connect these modules, basically like normally how we do is we have controls, right? So for example, we have 3 controls and we have to pass all these 3 controls data to this module, some group, so group 1, group 2, right? So we'll just directly connect this to this, then this to this, then this to this, something like that, right? But now we won't be doing it like this here. What we're gonna do is we will have input group and an output group. It should be actually here. This is our input, this is our output, and then here input and here output. All right, so we'll pass the wall matrices or whatever data we want to pass to the output of this module, and we're going to pass the data to the in module, and from the in module we're going to pass the data to these groups, and similarly whatever data we need to pass, we're going to pass it to the out, and from out to whatever XYZ module. All right, so that's the basic structure of what I'm trying to make here. Control Z. Yeah. All right, let's head into Maya now. Just a second. Don't need this anymore. Maya VS Code. So starting with the, just a second, it's too bright here. I should probably light Visual Studio. Yeah. So basically the thing is that I have this attributes module where I have a add data attribute. So what it does, it creates a data attribute. Oh, not this one. I was actually going to talk about the matrix attribute. So the matrix attribute, what it does, it you just give it the name of the transform which you want the attribute on, and then the attribute name. So it will create a just default matrix attribute. And the other thing is in the utilities module I have this add matrix world matrix to output. So let me just show you what it does. So here in my main module, which you can see, which we scripted out last time, I actually fixed all the issues which we had and all the to-dos which we had in the last one, so the only to-dos left are just to write doc, not that now. And so let's just to go over this module again. So we have these classes: controls module, transforms, utilities, attributes, and all these modules have classes. So for example, transform module has transform class, controls module has controls, then utilities has utilities, attributes, so like this. So I've initialized all these classes in this definition master module. Now we create a base group, then we create a network group. This create the network group, input and output, like how I showed you right now. So here is the group and here is the input and output group. Then we create our master guide. Then guide 01 is just like this is the guide group and this is the guide. Sorry, I should have named this guide group, but it's all right. Then master control, this is the control group. Sorry, just had lunch. Then this is our control. Here the controls, this thing, arguments, curve type, subcontrols, whatever, parenting it. Then skeleton, we create the skeleton group. Then we create two skeletons, root and main skeleton. Root will always be on the ground, just to like for further use if you wanna transfer it to some other software, right? Then I have just tagged the object so I can find out what type of object it is. After that we have our base group. We have parented the base group in the base rig group. So if you see here, base group is this one, and base rig group is just if we give a base rig group. So for example, we'll have this argument in all the this thing, all the modules. What's gonna happen is we're gonna have one main rig group, right? So we're gonna give the main rig group here, and it will automatically parent the base group in which we have parented everything under there. All right. Then there is asset name. So I've just add data iter. So basically sometimes what happens is you want to know what asset it came from, that module or something like that. It's not that useful right now, but further when you have many so for example, an animator has renamed the file, or maybe like the file name is not right and he has just imported or just referenced it, so the name won't be right? So basically if the name of the file is for example temporary and the actual name of the asset is sid, so when he import or when he references the file, the name of the file will be temp and then semicolon and then rig or geometry or whatever. So basically when we add the attribute, this thing on the base group data iter, so the base group will be our this thing. This will have the name of the asset when we are creating it, right? It's not necessary to give, but it's always good to have it there. And then we have the connections. I'm just connecting the guide matrix to the offset parent matrix of the main control, and the main controls world matrix to the offset parent matrix of the skeleton, the joint which we are creating. Then coming to this world matrix to output, how this works is I'm going to show you right now. So let's say, let's maybe import these as well. Sorry, import these. Just a second. So this last line, what it does is I have given it two things: output network, where I wanna use, like what's my output network, and the control, right? So now if I go here and inside it there is control output. So basically main control 1 means main control outputs three things: the output, the topest group, and the I think control or the control group. Yeah, this group and this, sorry, this group, this, and if we have a zero group, that as well. So basically these, right? So now this one I have given an output network, this one I have given. So basically what it does, it creates two attributes, name the same as this thing, master control, and it creates the two attributes, the name, same names, with world matrix and world inverse matrix added to it. So we get the world matrix position from this. Okay, so that's how we're gonna transfer the data from this to another module. All right. probably not many people are watching this, but if someone has any questions, you can just ping me on LinkedIn or Instagram. I've added there, and like I also have my website. You can send any messages there as well. So now let's start working on the new module, that is our FK chain. So I'm going to start creating an FK chain now. So in main we have master module, right? Let's create a new file here. That will be our FK mod. fkmod.py. Let's just copy at least this. Copy. This is at least the basic which we need, right? So this will be called FK module, and I really think F should be small here as well. I'm gonna rename it before we start using this. F should always be small. So FK module, then let's create FK chain. FK chain, yes. Now starting with FK module, this is fine. All right, so what should be the arguments for an FK module? First of all, let's take some from control module because it's kind of that only, but yeah. So curve type we need, yes, and then we need base name, yes. Do we need zero groups? Maybe, yeah, let's take zero groups, or at least just take this first. Let's split. No, there used to be a split one. Don't need the terminal. Split at the right, and here we need master. Now FK module, copy this. What else? Subcontrols, sure. Sorry, my clock is a bit loud. Then we have subcontrols. Constraint from constraint 2 is not required. We do need parent 2. Then we actually need the position, at least for the first joint, right? Yeah, position. Here we get the position, and that should be enough for us. One of these days I'm gonna sit and write all the docs for all these, but yeah. And actually let's initialize all these because we will probably need these to do whatever we want. Sorry, class initialize. Let's move this here. Now our first will be, and I think I need one more here. The first argument should be count is equals to, let's say 2 by default, or let's say 1 by default. Okay, and first of all let's start creating by creating the groups. Close this, yeah. And did I close this? Yeah, shouldn't close that. Can I split this down? Maybe yes, but later. Okay, creating main groups, base group, then create network groups and parent. All right, we need this at least. We need the guide. Let's start from here. Okay, half of the things are gonna be same, not half but at least some, because like, so Let's take base name. Tier name will be percent as underscore fk underscore grp, or I think we don't need grp, it will automatically add grp. So percent base name, yep. Then this is the transform name of the base group. Then instead of master, percent as underscore fk and percent base name percent as underscore fk. I'll just copy this and put this here and here. Make this a little. Percent as underscore fk underscore output. Alright, this looks fine. Here we're gonna start coding, to be honest, and we have a create guides. Let's copy create controls as well. Then what else we have? Create skeleton. Right, create skeleton. Let's delete these, and I see an extra this here. Let me remove that. Let's remove this. Let's remove that. Let's remove this. Yep. Create control is fine. Then I'm just gonna take one control as well, just to make things easier. So rename this guide group. This is our simply guide group, which will master network. Where am I using the master network? This should be just network. Alright, here I'm writing master guide, but instead guide group. That does make more sense. So tr.create transform name will be percent as underscore fk underscore gid guide group. So after percent as would be percent base name, yep. And now we'll create the guides. Before that, let's see master control. This should not be that. I think I should rename this in global as well. Try this once. I think like when I'm creating this master group should be master control group actually. So here it will be percent as underscore fk ctrl. It will be percent base name. Let's not create a control right now, or maybe we can. Let's just create one control. So this will be, instead of like master ct, it should be control group. That kind of makes more sense. Base name should be percent as underscore fk. And let's just keep it like this. We're gonna change this obviously because we need like a loop for this to work. This and this, the guides and control will be working in a loop. Just the groups, the main groups should be created like that. So now skeleton should be master, not master skeleton group. I do have renamed them not properly, I think. here I find so many issues. Master scale is not the right, it should be skeleton group, but all right, I will maybe change them later. And the skeleton group here, so percentage underscore fk, what was the name here? All right, s underscore fk scale, or just joint, will be joint group. So here base name, that looks okay. This is all right. Let's load this for the first time. Hope there are no issues. I don't see any issues here, but yeah. All right, from common, I'll delete this as well. Import fk underscore mod as fk. Cannot import fk module from common. From main, sorry, yeah, my bad, it was in main. Import fk module as fk, which we have done now. So fk chain is equals to fk dot fk module. All right, fk chain dot create fk chain. Let's just not give any arguments for now and just start creating it by that. But as you can see, we have got an error here, which is create fk base ftr, not all arguments converted during string formatting. Acha, his name, oh, I wrote dollar instead of percent, my bad, sorry guys. So I dot reload fk. Alrighty, and now we have our fk control group and fk temp fk group. This is a base group. Then we have a network, which is all right. Control group did not got parented where it should be, but let's see, where did we create the control group? Create controls, this is the all right, comma parent to control group. All right, let's reload this. I have saved this, and voila, control group has a control. So joint group, this is just a local joint group which I'm keeping here, but which is all right. Sub control scheme just perfectly. Here the curve type should be curve type, just square here by default. And then we have sub control, which should actually be just one. Zero group should be one. All right, just a second, should drink some water. Sorry. Okay, so our fk module is kinda done, or not done, obviously we have to, sorry, it's kinda started. Obviously I have to create all these things. I want to bring some stuff from here. So one is basic group, we don't need a set name in that, but yeah, let's put this as a first argument, because after we complete the fk module, first of all we're gonna create a rig group, and then try creating these fk chain and the main module and giving them the parent rig group where we parent it. Basically that should be the start of our first rig. And let's say we have created the fk control here. What's the next step? Is this curve type count? Okay, first step would be to create guides. I'm thinking like let's just create let's just create one loop which will create guide, skeleton, and this thing control. That will be really better. Guys, controls, scale. So how the FQ box is, I have a script here which I've used in here. This is 0 group, 1 and then 2 and then 3. I should actually not look at this but instead look at sub controls. Alright, let's maybe take this and this. Alright, probably gonna have to remove many stuff from this, but that is alright. Not sub controls, controls or objects maybe. Don't need to add an atta. If count as greater than 0 for I in range, sub controls plus 1, tr node is equals to this, creates a control right here. But how we are gonna create a control is this. Maybe let's just create a guide first, like 3 or 4 guides, and parent them under something. That would be way better. So where we created a guide was this. Copy this, in range tr node gd would be our guide. Guide group, this guide group, right? But we would need one extra group for this instead of like just creating transform name. So this will be base name %s underscore. What did we use for integers? %d python, I think it was %d. Okay, %d is the right one, %d. And here when we go, just add a bracket here, comma I. Yep, false. Parent, no need to add a parent right now. And after this, guide dot guide group. Alright, so basically we have created this. Now we will append the object. Alright, sub control. Okay, sorry, not the unknown guide. This is our guide. We don't need to adjust the scale, the shapes, not this, not that, don't need this. Alright, we need the parenting at least, yeah, parent tr node. Actually, let's go to this. I have this print, right? I gotta remove this print from here. Don't need controls printing when not required. So tr node we will use group, guide group, objects, objects, put a hash on this for now. All right, let's try this out. Save this. Now FK chain count 2. Okay, so here subcontrols +1 is written right. Here it should be count +1. And let's just keep this here. Object 0 will be parented in under guide group. Save it, reload this. Here actually, and we are parenting this. I have an issue with this. I wanna have one more list, guys, and append guide into this, and we are parenting the group guide group under objects. We are gonna use this instead of that because we wanna parent this under here, right? Not here. That makes sense. All right. All right, the second thing would be to rename this. So this is a good name. It's telling me to take a break. Should I GD, this will be guide, right? Type guide. All right, let's see. FK guide, this guide moves the other guide, so that is nice. I'm thinking like, because it's FK, this by default should have some values. So basically not even one. This should have like, how much is this? -1 1. Okay, 5 4 4 keeps them connected, so 5 is fine. Let's add 5 by default. So GD group dot translate y dot set I don't know if it's a PyML object or not. PyNode. Let's see if it gives an error. I into 5. All right. I want the first one to be on the ground, so save this. Does this have tan? I minus 1 into 5. Save this. I don't know if that's gonna work. 1 into, okay, did that got minus 5 minus 3, huh? No, that should have a bracket. Unless it won't calculate this thing. Still is giving me minus 3, huh? I minus 1. So I is, what is it? I is 2, right? The easiest things are the hardest for me. I is 2, so 2 minus 1 is 1, and 1 into 5 is 5. Why is it? Minus 3, how is that even possible? Alright. Let's see what it says now. This is just, alright, it's working now. What should be in different? Okay, let's make it 6. I think 5 is just too much. Maybe it should be 2. Okay, I like that. That's how the FKchain should be, and it is like that. It is 1625. Okay. Let's maybe create the controls as well. Same thing. Objects will be control groups. It will be CTRLS. I'm actually gonna change this to GD groups. Objects. All right. I'm not looking away right now. Let me work. Count, which is okay. So now we're gonna create guide control group, which was kind of here. Let's not look at that. Guide instead of guide. This should be our control, and let's copy the control which we kept here. I don't know why, but I feel hesitant to copy and paste it here. But all right, let's see. Make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, my posture is getting bad and bad every day. So this should be base name. Maybe I should just copy this and paste this here. Curve type is curve type, which we are giving up there. Subcontrols 1 can be fine. 0 group 1. that can be alright as well. And instead of guide group, this will be control group. Guide group, guide group, guide group. Where else? Objects. What is this? Objects. One second. I got confused here. Control group. Okay. Yeah. This is control groups, not control group. Guide. GDS. These will be controls. Cool stuff. We would have to change some stuff to make the parents properly, but it's like, because like it probably is gonna parent it under somewhere where we don't want. So let's see what is the number of, like, what is the index of the output which we need here. Dot controls dot create control. Actually, I would have to initialize this in a first is the control group, second is 0 1. So when we create our control, we have to give 1 after that. Create control, base name, parent to control group is fine. Cut this, paste this here. This guide will be city, and here nowhere else, city RL. Or I think we don't need, let me see, did it names it properly? Yeah, we don't need to add CTRL here, just add FK, save it, and this control group we are parenting there, right? Let's not parent it there, it's parented under main. Sorry, I wanna watch anime so bad. One Piece is really nice right now. So yeah, save that, and why did it, these are right. Okay, got it. Sorry, move this. Now we got an error here. Cannot parent an object to one of its children. Tab 6 FK control group. 6 is just too much. Let's take 3 and makes it easier to work and see. Alright, this is our control group. 0 group, control group. Why did we get an error here? First of all, should be 0 here, but like, why is this? Where is the original? Temp 1 FK. Let me see. Oh, where am I creating this group? Is that an issue in base name? 0 group, control group. That is because here I have added this, right? The names are clashing here. Control C. Jump group. I'm not liking this name. Base group is fine. Okay, base control is also alright. It may be a little bit big, but it's okay. So reload this. Still got a the error is on line 89. Parent groups default in control. Oh, my bad, guys. That is my bad. All right, that should work. Yeah, gotta work on my naming a bit more. I did create the controls, but I have a question about, like, I wanna subcontrols 0 groups to 0, subcontrols 1 is fine, parent to control group is also fine. Like, oh, I got it. They're not visible because they're under subgroups, and all the outputs are switched off. So to be honest, there is one other way. I don't wanna what am I missing? I'm doing something wrong for sure, but like, just to switch them on, instead of parenting them here, I can give like a constraint, like a parent constraint to the which should be better. Actually, I don't have to, because because I'm going to connect to both of these, right? Like the guides and the controls, so I don't have to care about that. I can just, like, I don't have to parent them here under each other. Let's remove this. And actually not remove this. Hey, don't need that. Instead of parenting under each control, I will parent it in the main group and connect the guide. Third guide is here. Actually, I want to scale these, to be honest. I'm going to scale them in the transform module. These are just too big. Transforms module. Fine. It's almost 1 hour since we're streaming, so let's continue this tomorrow, guys. Have a good night. See you. I'm just gonna get push now. Okay, let's get push and then stop the stream. Here, nothing. Did FK module. Master module, what have we changed? Cleaned master module. And alright, let's commit to main, push the origin, fetch it once, close it, save this. Okay, have fun, guys. See you.